Friday night baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the fourth of the 6-game set between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the San Antonio Missions. We're back here with the first pitch coming up right after this from our proud announcer of Dr. Pepper. Jordan Guerrero, a right-hander from Florida, will get the start. Bob, what do we know? Well, I got to say, this guy, he's a really good fastball thrower. And if he could get into this one, he could pretty much stay out on the hill and try to save the bullpen here this evening. Well, Tucker Bradley is coming in for Northwest Arkansas. And we are about ready to go on this Friday night. Well, here's the first pitch to Tucker Bradley, and we are underway as that one is taken inside for a code strike, and it is 0-1. First pitch, 8:15 here on this Friday evening as we are delayed an hour and 15 minutes because of the rain and storms that moved through the area just a little while ago. Seats are nice and dry as we have the ushers come in and get some paper towels and wipe the seats down, and so far pretty good. High fly in the air up to Fabian and left as he will record for the first out of the inning. Well, the chance now, let's give the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals the starting lineups as so far. Bob, these guys are down 2 in a losing streak as San Antonio winning 2 games already through this week. So far, Northwest Arkansas trying to make sure that they don't lose again here tonight. Here is Gerard Gonzalez as he takes one well and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Well, I got to say, the storms that moved through a turquoise green, we saw it tonight as storms had already moved through the area. And boy, I got to say, some people got hen egg sized hail in some parts of town. Golf ball size hail was reported just close to the I-10 near Bernie. And boy, the rain was coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, inside metaphor. And a lot of times you got to be well maintained and focused if you're behind the wheel of the car and you know that you're going to have visibility down to at least 0 where you can't see nothing. So right there, that will be strike 3 as Gerard Gonzalez will be the second out here in the top half of the Naturals first. That's going to bring in Jimmy Govern as he comes in. Now, knowingly, we know that we are late here tonight. 8:15, the first pitch of our ball game. Right there, swing and a miss. As that one in the count now, 0-1 to the third batter, Jimmy Govern. So far, thunderstorm activity will cease after 9 o'clock here this evening. But National Weather Service San Antonio still has that thunderstorm watch until 9 o'clock this evening. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up to center for a base hit. So a 2-out single continues this top half of the first inning. And that's going to bring in Robbie Glendenning. Tonight we'll give you your ball clubs. Northwest Arkansas at San Antonio. Corpus Christi at Midland. Springfield at Wichita. Frisco at Amarillo, Tulsa at Arkansas. Boy, gotta say, Arkansas and Tulsa have a 2-game doubleheader today, as they will make up for the game they had to postpone on Wednesday due to the rain and severe weather that they got as well. Getting pretty rough around the edges as severe weather season is well underway, and it is monsoon rains. 1 ball, no strikes, and that's going to be right there, as that's going to get in, and Merrill will pick him off at third, as that will do for this half inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, a man left. And as we go to the bottom half of the first inning, it is no score. San Antonio coming to bat. Andres Nunez, a righty from Florida, will get the start. And what do we know about him, Bob? Well, this guy has given up homers, and so far the balls and strikes are a combination of half of what he's going to probably give this evening. But hopefully for Northwest Arkansas, he might need to get in and start making a few adjustments to his pitches. Center fielder is Tim Lopes as he comes in and he takes one outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. And that's going to be hit to the shortstop, as the shortstop will flip to first, and he's got him for the out. Let's go ahead and give the home team starting lineups. And Bob, these guys are in a 2-game winning streak, and they're going to try to get them going here this evening with another win to make it a 3 in a row. Well, hopefully the Missions will be in there, and they could try to take a third here this evening. That'll bring up Wander Javier, the shortstop, as he comes in and takes one down and in for a coach strike, and it's 0-1. We do apologize to our fans, as we had the rain, we had the storms go through the area. We know an hour and 15 minutes was not the plan. Would have been nice if we would have had a doubleheader, and so far have 2 games for a Saturday with Northwest Arkansas with just 7 innings and 2 games. But now we're starting up late. It is 8:30 in the evening. The storms are now beginning to simmer off, and thunderstorm watch continues until 9 o'clock this evening. Well, that'll bring up the right fielder, Joshua Mears, as he comes in, and he's about ready to go. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air up in right field, and that will go foul. No balls, 1 strike. Series continues tomorrow night at 7:05, as we have our 5th of the 6 games between Northwest Arkansas. After this 6-game homestand, Missions will head to Oklahoma to take on the Tulsa Drillers in a 6-game set beginning Tuesday through next Sunday. Road travel day on my birthday, May the 8th. Missions will be back home to take on the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks beginning on Tuesday night, May 9th, for that 6-game homestand. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and that's going to be line drive up to short. They will zip line it to first, and that's the inning. 1 inning in the books here on this Friday, and we are off to the top half of the 2nd inning, and it is no score. Well, we are top half of the second. Stepping in is the fifth batter, Tyler Gentry. Gentry coming in, and he's going to hit one high fly in the air. And Fabian is running after it, trying to get it. And that's going to be a leadoff double with nobody out. Wow, that ball was crushed. Like, I can't even tell you how rough around the edges it is, but it was a crushed ball. I mean, really, as you can see how fast that one was going, it was going like you wouldn't even believe how fast it was going. Well, as you could tell that one on the speedometer was at least 106 miles an hour as it shoots all the way towards the wall up there in left center. Here is Shervian Newton as he comes in. He's got a runner at second. And looking right there and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking in is Jordan Guerrero. And the 1-1. And that's going to be right there to Jackson Merrill. They will flip him right to first to Fernandez for the out. And there's one away. But meanwhile, the runner from second will move up to third. And he's 9 feet away from scoring in the game's first run of the night. Here's Juan Carlos Negrete as he takes one well and inside for a code strike. And it is 0-1. So far, we'll give you your teams on the win and losses. And that's going to be right there to the shortstop, Javier. And right to Fernandez as he'll get him easily for the out. But meanwhile, the run is safely in to score. And Northwest Arkansas will get a early 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. John Rave coming in as a sacrifice right there. Gives the Naturals a 1-0 lead. That one high fly, and that will go out of play and foul. So no balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. High fly in the air. Up in left field is Fabian as he will make the play, and that will do. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom half of the second, and it is 1-0 Northwest Arkansas.
The first baseman.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Juan Fernandez, as he comes in. And here's the toss. That one down and outside for a ball, and the count now 1-0. Right there and inside for a code strike. And it is 1-1. That's going to be hit to short. Zip lines right to first, and they got him easily. Well, the first out of the inning.
The third baseman.
Well, gotta say, tonight, Tulsa and Arkansas making up their doubleheader game. Arkansas winning 4-3 in the first of that double. And now underway and continuing for the second game of the day for the people of the All-American Ballpark there in Arkansas. That one's going to be right there, and that will hit the third baseman. And that's going to be a 1-out single on a fielder's choice. That's going to bring up the DH Grant Little. As he comes in and takes one high and outside for ball one, and the count now 1-0. Runner at first and one away in the bottom of the mission, second. Northwest Arkansas just by the 1 run. Right there, the second for one and relay to first. They get the double play, and that ends the second inning. So no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. As we go now to the top of the third inning, the Naturals are still up ahead by the 1. Well, top half of the third inning, here is Luca Tresh. Tonight he starts off for the Northwest Arkansas catcher. And that one is going to be well and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, top of the third inning. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And that's going to get down for the base hit. Left and center fielders are given a chase. And that's going to be a no-out double. Man, and this guy really knows how to hit a fastball. And that awards him with 2 bases. Yep, and it sure does. Well, we go back to the top of the Northwest Arkansas batting order. Stepping in, Tucker Bradley. Bradley coming in, and it's going to be high fly in the air. And center is Tim Lopes, as he grabs that one to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the second baseman.
That'll bring in Gerard Gonzalez. He struck out back in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Runner at second, still holding on. Here's the pitch. That one well and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Gonzalez 0 for 1 of the night, as he had the strikeout. 0-1. And right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-2. And 2. And that's going to be right there, as Merrill will get him at first to Fernandez. And that is 2 quick outs here in the top half of the third inning. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And that will do for this half inning. So no runs on a couple of base hits, no errors, a man left. So we go to the bottom half of the third inning, and Northwest Arkansas up by 1. The number 7 batter is the second baseman Jackson Merrill, as he comes in and he's ready to go. And a pitch. That's going to be high fly in the air, and that will slowly but surely drift foul. And the count now is 0-1. Gotta say, it would have been nice to see it go a little bit left on that last play. Evidently that ball was foul, as you wouldn't even believe how foul it was. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jackson Merrill in the bottom of the mission's third inning. That one is high fly in the air, up and left, as the left fielder will make the play for the out. And there is one away.
The left fielder, Albert.
That'll bring up the 8-hole batter, Albert Fabian. And a pitch from Andres Nunez. Or correction, do apologize to Nunez. So he takes that one in for strikes. And he fouls that one off, and the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Albert Fabian. And a pitch. And did he go? Yes, he did. Ty Krause says he went. And that is for out number 2. The catcher is Michael Cantu. And the pitch. That is high fly in the air up in right field. As he will not get there. As that ball will drift foul. So the wind blowing from left center on this Friday night, and that one is going to be well and inside for a code strike, and it is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and that's going to be hit right to the second baseman, and that will end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, a man left as we now head for the top of the 4th inning. It is 1-0 Northwest Arkansas.
Leading off for Northwest Arkansas, baseman number 6.
Well, that'll bring up the first baseman, Robbie Glendenning, as we start up the top half of the 4th inning. And the pitch. That one high and outside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be high right there, up in right field, as that will get down for a base hit. Hazy after the storms had moved in just a few hours ago. And boy, I gotta say, those storms were packing a mean, ugly punch. Here's Tyler Gentry as he comes in. He takes one right there and inside for a code strike. And it is 0-1. Gentry is a 1-for-1 of the evening. And he'll take another one well and inside for a code strike. So it is 0-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Fabian in pursuit. He makes the play for the first out of the inning. Runner will have to retreat back to first base. And that's going to bring in Shervian Newton. Rounded out in a second. He is 0-for-1. And a pitch. And right there and inside for a code strike. And it's 0-1. Guerrero at 31 pitches so far. His pitch count has been really good so far through this game. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Up in right field as he will try to chase it down and comes up empty-handed for the strike, and the count now 0-2. And a pitch. And right there, strike 3 will get him down. And that's going to be the second out recorded here in the top half of the Naturals' 4th inning. That'll bring in John Carlos Negrete. So he comes in and he's ready to go. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And Fabian will watch it fly as that will be over the yard, a home run. Juan Carlos Negrete will get a 2-run shot, as that will now be up to a 3-0 ball game. For 354 feet, 103 miles an hour on that one. Now in is the number 8 hole batter, Duncan Rae. As he takes one, and that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he's in there on a 2-out stand-up double. And so far it is pretty good for Northwest Arkansas. Now in is Luca Tresh, as he comes in and he's ready to go. And that's going to be right there to Dunn, as he will throw it right to Fernandez. And that's going to do for this half inning. Juan Carlos Negrete will get a home run to equal 2 more runs on that one. So we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning, and it is Northwest Arkansas 3 and San Antonio nothing. John Scampy and Chris Singleton will be live on Tuesday, May 2nd, as we start up the 6 games in Oklahoma to take on the Tulsa Drillers in that 6-game series. Well, here's the center fielder, Tim Lopes, as he comes in well and inside for a code strike. Correction, 1 ball, no strikes. Home plate umpire Ty Krause has to remind me of making sure that we have our pitch count and everything good. So that's going to be right there. Pass to the pitcher, and they'll get him easily. And the that's going to bring in Wander Javier, as he comes and he's ready to go. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and that's going to get down up in the right center for a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Joshua.
And that'll bring up the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Mears coming in, he takes one. Well and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Mission's trying to continue onward of what they had. And that's going to be high fly out of play, and the count now 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to count. Mears getting ready. And that's going to be right to third, right to second, and right to first, a double play. And that will do for this half inning. So another inning that has those double plays, and it will wipe them off the board again. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go top of the 5th, and it is 3-0 Northwest Arkansas. That'll bring up the right fielder, Tucker Bradley. Bradley coming in, and a pitch to him. Right there, well and inside for a code strike, and it is 0-1. Want you guys to come back tomorrow night, 7:05, our first pitch of the ball game. And hope you guys will come out and enjoy baseball out on a beautiful evening. We may have a few slight chances of thunderstorms beginning tomorrow. Unlike tonight, we get a late start at 8:15, and it is now 9:30 through this ball game. That'll bring up Gerard Gonzalez. Struck out, ground out. He is 0 for 2. And the pitch. And that one is well and outside for a ball, and the count now 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Yep. That one well and inside, and the count now is even up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. At the pitch. And that's going to be line drive up at the right field for a base hit. Going to first, going to second, and he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's going to be safely at third on a stand-up triple. In now is Jimmy Govern, 1 for 2. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And here comes the run. And in to score from third is the 4th plated run for Northwest Arkansas. It is now 4-0 over San Antonio. In the 4th spot, Robbie Glendenning. 2 singles, a run, is 2 for 2 here in this ball game. High fly in the air. Fabian in pursuit as he makes the play to end the inning. So a run on a couple of base hits, no errors, and a man left. We head for the bottom half of the 5th. Northwest Arkansas leads it 4-0.
Leading up for San Antonio, the first baseman.
The first baseman is Juan Fernandez. As we get you set for the bottom of the 5th. That is right there. And that's going to get the second and the first. As they will bring him down for the first out. That'll bring up the hot corner third baseman, Lucas Dunn. Right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. No ball, strike. Lucas Dunn. And the pitch. And that's going to be line drive, and that'll go up to left center for a base hit. Just need a few more of those hard hit balls, and so far that will do injustice on that one. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Grant Little. And that one is taken outside for the count now, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. In the bottom half of the Mission's 5th. And the pitch right there and inside for a code strike, and the count now is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that one is far and outside, and the count now is 2-1. Boy, a hazy night after we get the thunderstorms. And it was a pretty good one. That's going to be right there. Line drive up to right field, and now gets through for a base hit. Boy, and 2 back-to-back singles. The 5th inning looking really good. So San Antonio looking to get in some runs. Here's Jackson Merrill. And that's going to be right there. The second one, relay, another double play that gets them out of the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. As we go now to the top half of the 6th inning, it is Northwest Arkansas 4, San Antonio nothing. Well, we are up the top half of the 6th inning for Northwest Arkansas, and that will bring in Tyler Gentry. Gentry coming in, and he will take one right in the middle for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. Well, we will give you the teams, and yes, win and losses are very important to these ball clubs. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he's in at second on a stand-up double. And boy, these guys are really just smacking that ball really hard. Just whacking it to a point of no tomorrow. And that's going to bring in Shervian Newton. Newton coming in, and he's about ready. And the pitch. Right there and inside for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch right there. And that's going to get through for a base hit. Mears coming home with it, and he won't get him. And the Naturals will plate their 5th run of the night. And that will bring in the next batter. And that will be Juan Carlos Negrete. Well, we're going to have a pitching change, and so far what I have to do in this ball game. Well, Tom Cosgrove will be called upon to pitch here tonight. 6'2", 190 pounds, and age 26. We'll get the call. Frisco and Amarillo, the Rough Riders, have won their 10th of the season, and that will put them 10-9 for the Rough Riders. Sod Poodles are now getting 10 like you wouldn't even believe. But 10-9 Amarillo. And that's going to be lined foul. And the count now is 0-1. So Frisco claiming their 10th. And that means they will take the 2nd place position against Midland. Oh, my goodness. That is just rough around the edges. So 2nd place. So there's your scores right now as we have our 5-0 ball game. Northwest Arkansas is up in front of that ball game. And so far we will give you a station identification right here for the courtesy of Dr. Pepper. Well, we're back here on MLB The Show 23 as we are working our way to the end of tonight's ball game, as Northwest Arkansas leads a 5-0 score against the San Antonio Missions. Missions trying to do pretty good here tonight. They will have the lefty, Tom Cosgrove, on the hill for San Antonio. And so far doing pretty good. Right there, high fly in the air, and that will go out of play and foul. Still hanging on in the count now, 0-2. Top of the 6. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and right field is Joshua Mears. And he will make the play.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Rae.
That's going to bring in John Rae. He's 1 for 2, a double in the 4th. And the pitch. Right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to Rae. And a pitch. That is high fly in the air. Javier in pursuit. He gets there. Just shy of the mound. And that will be recorded for the second out. That'll bring in the 9-hole batter, Luca Tresh. Double in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. And that's going to be line drive up at the center field for a base hit. So put another 2-1, as that will be a single, a 2-1 and 2 away here in the top half of the 6th inning. Northwest Arkansas up by 5 runs. San Antonio trails the 5. And a pitch. Right there, down and in for a code strike. And it is 0-1. Well, you gotta say, this game is progressing quickly as Northwest Arkansas and the Missions continue onward of the series. Well, right there will be the shortstop, as he'll get the ball for the final out of this half inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left on as we now head for the bottom half of the 6th inning. It is 5-0 Northwest Arkansas. The left fielder is Albert Fabian. He's struck on the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. And looking to get some runs in this ball game. That's going to be line drive, and that's going to get right to the second baseman. They'll throw him out at first, and there is 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. That is going to bring up Michael Cantu as he comes in, and he's ready to go here in this ball game. 1 ball, no strikes. 45 pitches by Andreas Nunez as he fouls that one off, and the count now is 1-1. His name is Andres Nunez. Do apologize, I will fix the mispronunciation of his name. And that's going to be right there. He dives. And he will make the play to get him for the second out of the inning. And boy, that second baseman, we got to look at that again. As he just head dives right there. And he takes it for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's center fielder Tim Lopes as he comes in. And he high flies out of this one and up in left field as he goes out. So a 1-2-3 inning as we now head for the top half of the 7th inning. And it is a 5-0 Northwest Arkansas lead. Well, that is going to bring up Gerard Gonzalez. And the pitch. Right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Don't forget, tomorrow is our Saturday matinee. 7:05 our first pitch, and post-game fireworks after that evening. So far 1 o'clock on Sunday as we get ready to wrap up this 6-game homestand. Here's a 1-1, and right there and inside for a code strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's a 1-2, and that's going to be hit to Javier out at short. He'll flip it right to Fernandez, and that's a easy out. So 1 away here in the top half of the Northwest Arkansas 7th. So that'll bring in Jimmy Govern, 1 for 2. As he hits a high fly up in the air. Lopes will get up in left field to make the play, and that's for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Robbie Glendenning.
And that's going to bring in Robbie Glendenning. 2 singles and a run is 2 for 3. Trying to make it a 3 for 3 evening. And right there, that's going to get down for a base hit. And that's going to be a stand-up double as 3 outfielders tried to get the ball. That is second and center and right fielders tried to make the play of catching that ball. Here's Tyler Gentry as he fouls one off, and the count now is 0-1. Oh, I gotta say, that's pretty much rough around the edges. And that's gonna be right there and out of play, and the count now 0-2. The pitch. Yeah, that's going to be right there and out of play. And the count now is still holding on at no balls at 2 strikes. The pitch right there. Line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And that's going to plate the 6th run for Northwest Arkansas. And that's going to bring in Chevron Newton as he's a single, an RBI, and 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. And right there and inside for a code strike. And it is 0-1. He's 1 for 3. That is Chevron Newton as he comes in and he's ready to go. In the pitch. That one is outside and foul, and the count now 0-1. So no balls to 2 strikes. The pitch. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for the base hit. And boy, I gotta say, these guys are really putting in the premium of those runs in to score. Now Northwest Arkansas is up 7-0. Boy, and that's gonna be a real cactus in the you-know-what. And a pitch. That one is high fly in the air. Mears in pursuit, he cannot get there, and that will foul. And a pitch. And that's going to be right there and out of play. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. And that's going to get through for a base hit. And make that 8-0 now as Northwest Arkansas continues to show the great sign of momentum. And that's going to bring in John Rae. And that one's going to get line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And a 9th run is in to score. And it is now 9-0 Northwest Arkansas. Takes me back to the time when the Frisco Rough Riders played the Missions. Do you remember that, Bob? Yeah, I remember that. It's when, back in the year 2017 is when both of these clubs went head to head. And that one's going to be line drive, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Boy, and the bleeding continues as now Northwest Arkansas continues to shut the Missions out. And now that's going to be a firing miscue, as that will put the 11th run for Northwest Arkansas at third base. Well, that will be it for the reliever of Tom Cosgrove. And that's going to do for that starter here tonight.
Your attention, please.
Well, that'll bring in Matt Waldron, a 6'3", 185-pound right-hander, as he'll get the call from the bullpen. And so far, that right-hander, Cosgrove, is gone. And again, another run in to score, as it is now 11-0 Northwest Arkansas.
The batter, number 3.
Boy, now double digits, still being shut out. 2 outs still remain. And so far, the Mission fans out here at Industry Ballpark is getting restless.
0-1.
Here is Gerard Gonzalez. He'll take one well and outside. He swings and misses the initial offering for strike 1. 1 for 4 is Gonzalez. And did he go? Yes, he went. Appeal by Ty Krause, and he calls it in for a code strike. It's 0-2. 0-2. That one is high right there. And that will also get down for a base hit, as that will put first and second. Still 2 away. And that's going to bring in Jimmy Govern. Govern coming in, and here's the pitch. That is going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And make that a cheaper by the dozen 12, as Northwest Arkansas is just blistering the crap out of the baseball tonight. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Fabian will finally put this inning to rest, as that will do. Well, and continuously, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals will have 6 runs on 10 base hits, and 1 error included, as we now go to the bottom half of the stretch inning of 7. And it is a 12-0 ball game here at the Industry. That'll bring in the shortstop Wander Javier, as he'll take one high and inside for a code strike. and it is 0-1. A lefty, Christian Chamberlain, and a righty, Stephen Cruz, are out warming up for Northwest Arkansas. And so far, the festivities continue onward. That's going to be right there to shortstop, and they will get him a footstep just shy of the first base area for the out. Well, continuing onward, this will bring in the right fielder Joshua Mears as he's grounded out 2 times in this ball game, 0 for 2 of the night. And the pitch, that one high and outside for ball 1, and the count now 1-0. So 1 ball and no strikes to count. And that's going to be line drive up to right center for a base hit. So the action continues onward as that'll have the runner at first and 1 away. And that'll bring in the first baseman Juan Fernandez. And that one is also going to get line drived. And that's going to put second and third now. And that ball is getting away as they try to get it back in as quickly as possible. And that's going to bring in the hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn. And that's going to get line drive. 1 run scores, 2 run score. And that's going to be an RBI double as San Antonio will not go down in a shutout. So new score reads Northwest Arkansas 12, San Antonio 2 on an RBI double that will get 2 runs in to score. And we are going to take a quick pause as that will just about do it. Well, that will pretty much get the starter out of this ball game as he will call the rest. Well, Alec Marsh, 6'2" and 220 pounds and age 24, will get the ball from the manager as he's called upon to pitch in relief. Runner at second, 1 away, bottom half of 7 on this Friday night. And that's going to be line drive, and look out, that will go into the bullpen and the home one as well. Boy, and I got to say that bullpen really needs to get modified for side rails. That one is high and outside for a ball, and the count now evens at 1-1. Runner still holding on at second, looking for a base hit. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. That will now be first and third with still 1 away. And San Antonio making a little bit of a push here tonight. Well, that's a good thing, John. If they could get it going here and the fans, well, that will be pretty good. Line drive to second for 1, and they relay it right there as that will do. Well, 2 runs in to score on this half inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Northwest Arkansas up in front, 12-2.
Leading off for Northwest Arkansas, the left fielder.
So that'll bring up the left fielder, Tyler Gentry, coming in as we start up the top half of the Northwest Arkansas 8th inning. 7:05 tomorrow night, our first pitch of the ball game. And don't forget Sunday, a series finale to wrap it up as we conclude our 6 games and the second homestand of this 2023 season with the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Here's the 0-1. High fly in the air. Up in right field is Joshua Mears, and he'll make the play to secure the first out of the inning. That'll bring in Shervian Newton as he's 2 for 4, double, single, 2 RBIs. Boy, and he's got a real good one here for him tonight. And the pitch. And that one is down at the knees, called for a strike. And the count now is 0-1. 12-2, Northwest Arkansas up by 10 runs here in the top half of the 8th inning. Missions are running out of time to put more runs on the board, and wish they could have done that during this whole ball game, and now they're just really screwed out of options here. Well, that will be hit right to Jackson Merrill to Fernandez, and that will be 2 quick outs here in the top half of the 8th inning. That'll bring in Juan Carlos Negrete, 2 for 4, home run, double, and 4 RBIs. He's had a pretty good night so far for his side. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and Fernandez will allow it to drop as it will go foul. And the pitch, here's the 0-1. And that's going to be line drive, as that's going to get past the second baseman Merrill. And that's going to get down for a hit. So a 2-out single here continues the top half of the 8th inning for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Right there and inside for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. San Antonio heads to Tulsa on Tuesday, May 2nd through the 7th. And starting up a 6-game homestand to begin the 3rd of the year on the homestand. Beginning on Tuesday, May 9th, taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. Right there in right center as Tim Lopes will make the play for the out, and that will do for this half inning. So it's no runs on maybe a hit, no errors, a man left. We go now to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It is 12-2 Northwest Arkansas. Here's the pitch. That's going to be right there and outside and foul. Alec Fabian, he comes in. And that one is going to be high fly in the air and now be out of play. And the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Right there to the right fielder as he'll make the play to secure the out. That's going to bring in Michael Cantu. He lined out, ground out. He's 0 for 2. We'll go ahead and see the final scores of tonight. We are late in this ball game. It is now 11 o'clock on this evening. See here, we're going to look. And that one is too high in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 11,295 in attendance tonight. And that's going to bring in strike 3 called, as that will do for the 2nd out of the inning. Missions down to their final 4 outs of the night against Northwest Arkansas. And that's going to be a swing and a miss on the initial offering. And the count now is 0-1. Nighttime here for people in San Antonio, and count now is 0-2. That one's going to be right there. Line drive up into right field, and that'll get through for a base hit. Boy, just a few cheers from the home crowd, and yet the home crowd needs to get up there and start making some noises. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss in the initial offering, and the count now is 0-1. 1 on, 2 away. Bottom half of 8 on this Friday night. Time now 11:24. And that's going to be right there, and that will drop foul. Let's see, 4-3 Corpus Christi, as Midland will claim their 10th loss of the year. So that will do for this half inning. We now head for the top of the ninth. Northwest Arkansas up in front by 12-2.
Leading off for Northwest Arkansas.
Well, Luca Tresh coming in as he's a 3-for-4, looking for the 4-for-4. And so far, that's going to be dribbled right to hot corner third baseman Dunn to Fernandez. He'll get him easily.
Now batting.
So Corpus Christi will claim their 7th. So they will be 7-11 of the year. Boy, and San Antonio may just have to kiss this 2-game winning streak goodbye. But there will be another chance tomorrow, as San Antonio will try to get Northwest Arkansas in the 5th of this 6-game homestand. 7:05, our first pitch tomorrow night, as we will be ready to go by then. Pretty much that will be good as well. Frisco winning against Amarillo. It's the final 12-6, as Frisco and the Sod Poodles are tied at 10-9. And the pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and that will go out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And right there, strike 3. Gets Bradley down looking. Waldron will pitch in game 5 of the 6-game series. And so far, it will be pretty good. We cannot wait to see y'all tomorrow night as we get ready for this 5th of the 6 games. We got a beautiful weekend on hand. It is sunny skies for both Sunday, or correction, switch it around. Beautiful days Saturday and Sunday. Monday and Tuesday as well. Chances of thunderstorms will return by Wednesday of this next following week. San Antonio heads back to Tulsa as they start up a 6:05, but going for a 7:05 first pitch, as gates will open at 6 o'clock. And so far so good right there, and that's a swing and a miss, and that will do for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Missions down to their final 3 outs here on this Friday night. It is 12-2 Northwest Arkansas.
Leading off for the Missions, the right fielder.
The right fielder, Joshua Mears. He's a 1-for-3 single and a run. And that one is going to be well and outside for a ball, and the count now 1-0. We're in the bottom half of the 9th inning and still holding on a 10-run difference. That is Northwest Arkansas trying to claim this game. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Boy, that is a really good hit right there.
Now batting, the first baseman.
As that will bring in the first baseman. And that is Juan Fernandez as he takes one down and outside for a ball, and the count now 1-0. That one too high, in the count now 2-0. 2 more balls, it'll be a 4-pitch walk. And a pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air up at right field. As the right fielder will make the play for the first out in the bottom of 9.
The third baseman.
Well, San Antonio running out of outs. They do have their 2 remaining. And that'll bring in Lucas Dunn. 3 for 3, double, 2 singles, which led to 2 RBIs during his last inning. And the pitch. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through up in the right field for a base hit. So 2-1 and 2 away. Or correction. I'm pulling your leg there. Do apologize. There's 1 away and 2-1 here in the bottom of the 9th inning for San Antonio. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And here comes the tag. As that will be first and third. And Mission's down to their final out. That's going to bring in Jackson Merrill.
Outside.
And that one is going to be outside. And the count now is 1 ball and no strikes. Right there, that will even things up at 1-1. Well, everybody is heading out to the exits and getting their cars. And so far, this ball game is done, as that will do it. Naturals, they claim this game, the 4th of the 6th. And so far, we will be back with you tomorrow, as we have the 5th of the 6-game series. And so far, Naturals 1-all take this game, and they win 1 after a couple of days. And so far, the final score, Northwest Arkansas. Evidently, the Missions did not do bad. They pretty much stayed, and they literally took the fight into their own hands. Well, we are pretty much done at a time of 12:11 on this Friday night. Already a Saturday as well. But evidently it will be what it is.
Joining us here tonight, and we remind you to please drive home safely.
So we will see you guys back tomorrow for more baseball right here on MLB The Show. For all of us, have a good night, and we'll see you again.